Gross 83 here. We are live here on a Friday evening at 7 o'clock. Will be WWE SmackDown. And for those who may not know, Vince McMahon recently made his return to the boardroom of WWE. This was very controversial. But hopefully he doesn't squeeze his way into the creative process, because under Triple H, things, in my opinion anyway, have gotten a lot better than they were the last 5, 6, or 7 years under Vince. So only time will tell. But we're not here to talk about wrestling, even though I could probably talk your ear off about wrestling, but this channel is not really wrestling related. What we are here to talk about on this wonderful Friday evening is reviews. Usually I do beer reviews, but tonight I thought I would try something a little different. Well, not that different, because I've reviewed this type of product in the past, but just not very often. Tonight we've got Evan Williams 1783 small batch bourbon. Now this is a budget bourbon for sure. I think it was only about $16, which is a pretty good price. And this one is coming in at 90 proof. And it was extra aged in white oak. I understand that originally this bourbon was 86 proof. And this new version, this revamp, if you will, is coming in at 90 proof. Now 90 proof is right on the border of drinking it neat, or adding maybe a few drops of water, maybe an ice cube or two, to let those flavors really come out. So what I'm going to do tonight for all my fans is drink a little of it neat, and then we're going to pause the video, and then I'm going to put in a drop of water. So this is going to be a very small amount of whiskey right now. We're going to open the bottle here. And then this one did get very solid reviews. The Whiskey Tribe said for a budget bourbon, it is superb. So I'm going to sniff it before we pour it. If only I was actually... Maybe I think I need to pour it. Now, I was talking to a gentleman named Dave. So we just got a light amount here, because we don't want... We can drink a little more after the review, but we do have to be semi-sober to get through the review, even though I've done a few of these where I've had a few, and from what I hear, they're quite entertaining. So, but we're not going to do that today. It's just a little whiskey. This is a lighter color whiskey. Now, when you get into the really cheap whiskeys, like the under $10, which I don't recommend, but the whiskey is almost clear because it's really more vodka than whiskey. But it's just enough so that it can be classified as a whiskey. But this is a true whiskey. At least I hope it is. Now, I'm no expert. I think I'm actually getting some pear or green apple. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but maybe it's subjective. I don't know. Is it subjective of what you smell in a whiskey? I have no idea. But and I'm definitely getting that oakiness. That I'm getting the oakiness. I'm getting maybe some pear or green apple, which is interesting. The pear I could find palatable. The green apple, the Granny Smith apple, might not be my favorite, but we'll give it a go here. Now this is neat, of course. This one is going to be neat. So let's get in on it. I'm getting the pear. I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting pear, but I'm really getting a nice nuances of pear, which I find delightful. And this is not, I would say it's not the smoothest whiskey. It's got a little bit of a bite, a decent bite, but at 90 proof, I don't think you expect it to go down like a glass of water, but to me it's palatable. We're gonna have another sip and then we're gonna pause it, and then we're gonna add a little more and then add a few drops of water to see how it tastes from there. Even on a quick swallow, I can really get that pear flavor. So just by that alone, this is going to get a decent ranking because pears are delicious. But let's pause it now. Then I'll finish this little bit left off screen, as it were, and then we'll see how it tastes with a little bit of water. So goodbye for now. I'll be back very soon. And we're back. Well, hi, Angel. No, Angel, you can't have whiskey. Whiskey's not good for good girls. We got just a little bit here. And as you can see, we've got Angel here. What do you got there, Angel? You want to be in the video? Oh, there she is. There she is. Yeah. Where you going, sweet girl? You gotta be careful. Don't knock over Daddy's phone. Now this is going to be, I've got just a little bit of water. You don't add too much because that'll take away the flavor, but I'm just gonna add, we've got a few drops here. And we're going to swish it around. And this is something Dave told me. He's a husband of one of Z's very good friends. And he is a whiskey connoisseur. He's not a sommelier, but he is pretty close, if you ask me. He's a very knowledgeable gentleman who will probably not see this video, but in case he does, I'm going to say that he is a very knowledgeable gentleman when it comes to whiskey. Angel. Alright. We're going to go over here. We see part of Angel. We've got the water. I don't know if there's a huge difference. The pear is coming through just to me is coming through just a little bit more with the water. It could be my imagination because I'm not really an expert. Let's see how it tastes with just a little bit of water. Ooh. Now with water, the green apple flavor actually comes through a little more. And just with that little few drops of water, it's definitely easier on the palate. So for this one, I would definitely recommend a few drops of water. Now this was, I forget what this was for. I think this may have been for Bardot, who, as many of you know, passed away last year in March. But we used to give her fluid treatments or something. What is? Actually, I don't know what this. Maybe I don't know what this is for. Come on, Angel. You can't have whiskey, big girl. You're a big girl, but you're not that big of a big girl. So I thought this was for Bardot, but I don't. Now I'm thinking it's probably not. But if you have something like this, you can add a few drops of water to a higher proof whiskey, make it slightly more palatable, but don't take away the flavor of the whiskey. Just a slight change. But this is very good. Very easy to drink. So, based on my knowledge, which is extremely low, but no, let's not go with based on my knowledge. Based on taste, this whiskey has a nice, easy to drink taste, especially when you add the water. So I would recommend this one, especially when we're talking about, it's probably half the price of Maker's Mark or Knob Creek, and I think it's maybe a quarter step below, if that. So I definitely recommend this one, especially for the price point. It's excellent whiskey for the price point. I don't think you're going to get a better whiskey for under $25. And this has been Gross 83, and I would want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing to the Gross 83 channel. And that is all for tonight. And Sunday or Saturday, I'm hoping to do a beer review with Chris Dunn, but we'll see if he can find the beer that I picked out for us to review. Until then, good night and have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.